Good morning, everybody. Let me see. Boy, it's thundering here in East Point. Um, Good morning, TikTok. Um, hey, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Put this over here. Um, I just got back from my morning walk. I ain't went live for a couple of weeks. Figured I'd take a few minutes and go live this morning. Just say hello, everybody, over on TikTok. TikTok is so strange. Um, as a content creator, I'll do these writings and uh, do some, other videos and this and that. There'll be 700 or 800 views or something like that. And then I'll do just something random like yesterday, like walking by a corner that's where a neighbor's printed clover all over the sidewalk. And then I look a few hours later and 50,000 people have watched it and just hundreds of comments on it. And it's kind of weird, the things that strike people's fancy are, or I've come to believe it's more the platforms themselves that spiral you into algorithms or whatever. But anyhow, good morning, TikTok. Good morning, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. It's Sunday morning. It's storming and raining here in Atlanta. I just got my morning walk out of the way and got little alerts coming through from the National Weather Service about thunderstorms, and it's raining. I thought about one of the things about the garden house. The lighting's real good out there because it's got a clear roof on it. But if it's raining like now, I can't really do nothing when it's raining because it's so loud in there. It just drowns out everything. But anyhow, y'all remember, I was sitting here thinking, y'all remember when we had landlines? Some young folks don't know what a landline is, but when we had home telephone phones through Southern Bell and Company here in Atlanta, and they'd come out and run a telephone line to your house, and you actually had a phone hooked up on the end of a telephone line. And but anyhow, back when we was younger, we'd get on the phone and something, a storm be coming up, and Mom and them would, get off that phone, you get electrocuted on that phone. I don't know if that ever happened or not. I'm sure there was probably some random person out of 100 years, somebody in Nebraska, Oklahoma, where a lightning hit a telephone line and it went through the line and killed the person or something, unalived the person. But they'd make us get off the phone when it was storming because there was danger. And I was thinking, I wonder if the lightning can strike the internet line and go to the satellite and then come down and like, boom, like, how'd he die? He was on Facebook Live and it got struck by lightning and came up through the microphone. Yeah, silly, isn't it? But anyhow, everybody, it is a gray, rainy day here in Georgia, at least here in East Point and in Atlanta. Y'all hear it? Thunder. It's kind of a good day. I know, buddy. Boom Boom Gracie realized something's going on. It'd be kind of a good day just to check out. And Ola, good morning to you. Jacqueline, yeah. My mom would never take a shower during a thunderstorm. Yeah, and I still do, I do. Hey, y'all, and I know this is crazy, especially after watching the movie Final Destination last night. I'll sit out in my clawfoot steel iron tub with storms just swirling all around and lightning and storms and all, and sit there in that tub of hot water, And then the other thing too, they'd say, put the dog out. They said dogs would draw lightning. I don't know if any of y'all ever heard that, but they get that dog away from me. It's lightning outside. And yeah, get the dogs away from you. People were afraid of lightning. So So anyway, Ava flies home this evening, gets into Atlanta, I think around 8:30 tonight. So get home in time to lay down. All cell phones were off. Yeah, it is weird about that whole phone and lightning thing, getting it. You know, good morning, TikTok. Good morning, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Eddie William Sellers coming to you this morning. It would be a perfect day just to call it a day with storms going on and raining and lightning, and be a perfect day just to have a day of rest and pile up in the bed and to do nothing. Thank you there, Linda. Thank y'all for the gifts and stuff. The likes, the hearts, the follows. I've had quite a few people to follow me over on TikTok the last few days over a clover video. It's weird, isn't it? But it would be the perfect day to pile up in bed and do nothing and have a day of rest and to that. But I'm going to get here. I'm going to do about maybe 20, 30 minutes live to help my algorithms out there. Some of you people don't mind listening to me babble and go off on tangents or whatever. But I'm going to get me a shower here shortly. Speaking of taking a shower with storms and lightning and rain, I'm going to get me a shower here shortly and ride over to the Atlanta Theater at 11 o'clock, 11:11. There's Jim Swilly has a Sunday service over there at 11:11 every Sunday in the Atlanta Theater in the Kirkwood neighborhood of Atlanta. And he's been teaching this month on a series about where Jesus told the man who had sat by the pool of Bethesda for 38 years to take up his bed and walk. And not leave his bed behind or not cast his bed away, but take it up and walk with it, walk. And so I know in teaching and sermons, everybody takes from teachings whatever they are, whatever they will. Different people take different meanings, different things from it. For me, what I've taken from it is it's kind of a teaching about how that we are living in our past, present, and future simultaneously as we go through life. You know, our past is always there, our future, our present, you know, but there's a lot of people like be in the present. And I understand that, but your past is always with you. And I know that even as a writer, it's just always comes out in even my writing, something in the past, something in the present, something in the future. It's almost like we're walking through three dimensions at the same time as we go through life. And which is just a fascinating mind twister to come to see all that. Good morning, Linda. So anyhow, it's a good, thank y'all for the likes over there. And for all y'all people on TikTok, that's been so good to me. So anyway, I'm going to get me a shower here shortly, go over there this morning. And then after that, maybe get a bite to eat or something and just maybe have the rest of the afternoon, just maybe finding something on Netflix or piling up on the bed with Boom Boom and Gracie and just kind of enjoying a Sunday afternoon of doing a lot of nothing. And so anyway, y'all, also over the last couple of years, I've been drinking these little coconut waters. When I cut out sodas out of my diet back 2.5 years ago when I joined Weight Watchers and walked every day and lost about 50 pounds. They're 60 calories, has about 13 grams of total sugar in it, you know, which a Coke this size would have about 100 grams of sugar. But it's just plain, nothing added, just plain coconut water. So I've been, you know, I treat myself. It's almost like a little treat, a little coconut water. I love coconut, don't y'all? I love coconut. I just eat, I take by a coconut sometimes and just kind of, it's a lot of work to get the coconut off, but get a big hunk of coconut out of there and eat it. I just love coconut. So anyway, good morning, everybody. We're heading into the gist of summer. Man, what you forget, you somehow forget how hot 90 degrees is until it gets 90 degrees, and whew, man, it's sweltering out there. So we're heading into summer, and it's about to get. There's a reason why they call Atlanta hot Atlanta. Hot Atlanta. It gets hot. To me, it's not as horrible as New Orleans. New Orleans is, to me, is the hottest place on the earth down there. They're sitting right there at sea level in this Mississippi River, and it's so sweltering, muggy, and hot. Good God, it gets hot down in New Orleans. And it's hot in Waycross, Georgia, too. You get right in the middle of South Georgia, in the middle of the state, down through 75. It's so hot down through there, So it's kind of weird. So, but anyhow, good morning, everybody. I'm about to take my life in my hands. Yeah, we went and seen Final Destination last night at the movies, and the first one I ever saw. Some of you people that have seen the Final Destinations, let me move this over here. If you ever seen the Final Destinations, there's a scene on there where these big old logs is on the back of a truck, and they're following that truck, and a big log bounces off that truck and hits on the highway and comes through the windshield. And ever since seeing that, I guess 30 years ago, if I'm ever seeing one of them big old trucks with logs on it and I'm on the expressway, I'm getting around that. I'm not riding behind this truck. So Savannah's just 13. She's 13 and a half now, but she had never seen any kind of like gory horror movie kind of stuff like that. And most times we went to the movies, she's seen, cartoon movies or something. And that movie was so gory. I mean, any kind of horrible way somebody could die. It was like even putting them in the back of a trash truck. And, it's just scene after scene of horrible ways people die. I think she was just all over her mama. She was shocked. She'd never seen something like that. And I'm sitting there and I'm just kind of giggling and laughing. It's just a lot of it was AI generated too. It ain't my cup of tea. And she said it was like going through a haunted house where people just keep shocking you the way they can be so jumping out at you or whatever. But anyhow, I thought it was sweet, though, that I was laying on the bed yesterday afternoon. She called me. She said, Papa, me and my mom was going to see a movie. Would you want to come with us? And I'm like, yeah, why not? I just thought it was sweet that she wanted to drag her Papa out there, too. And I just noticed, y'all, the things, not to be so blah, 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 but my God, things are so expensive now. So expensive. I got a couple of friends of mine who lives up in LJ, and I seen on their Facebook posts where LJ is hard to up there. Everything closes up at 9 o'clock, and the three of them went to Captain D's and didn't get drinks. Got 3 fish dinners at Captain D's, and they was posting online that for 3 fish dinners at Captain D's, it totaled up to $42. $42, And so Jill bought online my ticket and her and Savannah's ticket. So I told them, I said, well, y'all got my ticket. I'll buy us our snacks or whatever. So we got in line. I got a bottle of water and a little carton of milk duds. And Savannah got a bottle of water and some kind of little box of candy. We didn't get no popcorn. Nobody wanted popcorn. If Ava had been there, we'd get popcorn. Ava loves popcorn. So we got 2 bottles of water, 2 things of candy, and then one little thing of what Savannah wanted, pretzel bites. That was good too, real greasy and salty. Little pretzel bites, about 10 little bites with a little cup of cheese you dip them in. So anyhow, that was it. 2 bottles of water, 2 candies, and pretzel bites. $44. $44. I'm thinking, I always pick up the tab for my kids and all whenever we out eating or anything, whatever. But I was thinking, good Lord, that's an expensive movie to watch final destination. But man, things are so expensive now, you know. And I'm not in the mood on the Lord's Day to come on here and say, I told you Trump this, and I told you Trump that, and Trump's full of shit, and Trump ain't going to do this, and Trump wasn't going to do that. We all knew that. I mean, anybody with any common sense, anybody that had behind the barn, common sense, head raising, we knew that these prices were going to continue to go up. So no, there's not one person who voted for Donald Trump that will admit to you they thought prices would come down. They were so outraged about the price of eggs and gas. Nobody believed prices would come down. But it seems like they've really gotten a lot. And y'all seen yesterday where Walmart announced that that prices are going up across the board at Walmart. And boy, it made Donald Trump mad now. Hey, Miss Rhonda, good morning to you over on Facebook. Made Trump mad, and now I guess MAGA is going to boycott Walmart. I actually wish MAGA would boycott Walmart. I wish the whole country would turn on corporate America and get away from purchasing from Targets and Walmarts and just. I have a Walmart I could literally walk to from my house here in Jefferson Park. And in the 13 years we've lived here, I maybe have been in that Walmart 3 times in 13 years. And that was out of boredom. Not that I was needing nothing. I wouldn't buy no meat and stuff like that in Walmart up there in the grocery store. I don't know, but I wish the country would boycott Target, Walmart. It's because they just destroy a lot of little small businesses that I'd rather support, So anyhow, Walmart saying because of the tariffs, the prices are just going to go up. So and then we see, I guess, I don't know. I guess the country is going to continue to go on. We have the power together if we stick together. Well, I do. My thing is, y'all, I do my individual parts as an American citizen, as a human being, just whatever I can, And I know this may seem silly to some of y'all, but back when we even bought sodas and the cans would come in the little plastic things you pull off of them to hold them all together. Well, for the longest time, I seen Ava, every time she's putting them up, she pulled them things off, take scissors and cut them up. And I asked her, I'm like, why are you doing that? Cutting them up. And she said, well, I've seen a report that a lot of these things get dumped back out into that big old landfill the size of Texas in the Pacific Ocean, and fish get caught in them. So I just, for my part, I don't want no fish to get caught. Thank y'all over there on TikTok. So the little things, individual things, like here in East Point, we have a disposable container provided by the city of East Point. We separate all the disposable stuff out that can not disposable, but the reusable, rehabable stuff, like cardboard and stuff like that, into that garbage can, and put the other stuff that's not renewable in the other garbage can. We planted a bag of clover seed this spring for the environment, for the bees, and for the stuff. We all do it. I don't shop at Walmart, and it's not that. It's just there's something that seems wrong about corporations that are just they sit in boardroom meetings at Wall Street. Well, recycling, Rhonda, that's what I'm trying to say. My recycling ban, y'all, it's hell sometimes getting my age because words just escape me. I don't have dementia or Alzheimer's, nothing like that. But in the moment, like the word recycling, I'm just coming up with disposable, this, and the other, but recycling. And yes, thank y'all over there on TikTok also. So we all as individuals do what we can to make a difference. you know, and whether it's volunteering at a place one evening a week or picking up trash on the side of the road. I go out on Boulevard every Monday. I go out there. My shop's on the corner right there. And for the life of me, I don't understand this. People will pull up at a stop sign right there and all that traffic, and they will roll down their window and throw out whole bags of garbage in their car, whole bags of trash from a McDonald's window, just roll the window and just throw it on the street. For the life of me, I don't understand that. Who are these people that don't care enough about clean streets and the environment? They just throw their trash out the window on the highway. So every Monday I go out there and I walk all around Boulevard in my little corner and just picking up all the trash and stuff people throw out coming up through there. I do get Walmart deliveries because I can't get out during the week due to grandbabies. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. We talking about being on landline, like Rhonda said, talking about being on landlines, maybe getting hit by lightning or whatever. Like, people order groceries now, and just you can give a detailed list of groceries, and Kroger will deliver them, Publix deliver them. You got these apps, food. I can be sitting here at the house and want Krispy Kreme donuts. I can just go on my phone and Uber Eats and have Krispy Kreme donuts. It's crazy, isn't it? The times we live in. We used to think about there'd come a time like the Jetsons, little cartoons, we'd be living that way. We've went by the Jetsons. It's still weird to me to be driving around Atlanta and see a vehicle riding through traffic with somebody sitting in the back seat and no driver, just no driver. That's kind of creepy, like you've entered into the Twilight Zone. It's crazy, isn't it? So anyway, we all do our individual little parts to lift each other up, to encourage each other, to help each other. I know that like different communities, I've seen in Cabbagetown where somebody got hurt on their job and they started GoFundMe and people try to, help somebody get through a hard time. What is wrong with people? Isabella, isn't that a beautiful name? Well, I really don't understand people throwing trash out on the highway. And thank God. I hope it is a $500 fine that people get caught doing that. It's trashy, isn't it? Trashy. Yeah, it is. It helps because 3 babies under 4 pretty much housebound, and those babies like snacks. Good Lord, Rhonda. You're talking about your grandbabies. Yeah, I started to say 3 babies. But anyhow, everybody, good morning, TikTok. Good morning, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Eddie Williams Sellers sitting here in a rainy Sunday morning. I already did my morning post. I already got my morning walk out of the way. I've had me a banana. I don't know how the rest of you start your days off. I start every day off with a banana. Usually it's more like Ava's in Fayetteville, North Carolina today, working, doing training there for a program that she's involved in. And so she flies back into Atlanta this evening. And just not to go into too much detail about her, but Ava is in a program where that they teach. I have to be real careful. How can I word that? I can't word this without TikTok flagging me and throwing me off the air. They ban you for at least one thing you say. But anyhow, let's just say if there was a victim of crime, let's put it that way, and the North Carolina in Georgia is called the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, the GBI in Georgia, which she does stuff with them, and North Carolina is the Bureau of Investigation there, and in South Carolina also, where that young trainees that's being trained in the field of how to approach a a trans female victim of crime, it's a training where she's involved with training them in their sensibilities of how to investigate that and in what ways to approach them that's appropriate. So anyhow, that's what she does. So anyway, y'all, what time is it here? It's getting close to me getting a shower, getting out of here. Let me get off of here. I see people out here walking in the rain. Yeah, I think it's amazing, Rhonda. And the thing about it is with Ava being a transgendered person, then there's a ray. I really appreciate the fact that the GBI and the North Carolina Bureau of Investigation and other bureaus that investigate hate crimes against trans people, that when they do have that crime come before them, that because of Ava and being a part of their training, they bring her in for new recruits when they're going to investigate her and talk to her about what's happened. And in the process, they're learning to be very sensitive and to know what they're doing when they're put in that situation, because there's a lot of hate crime. There's a lot of crime against trans people across the country right now because of Donald Trump. And I know the people that voted for Trump, they're just like, there you go. This has nothing to do with Donald Trump. It's got everything to do with Trump and Trump supporters. They knew prices wasn't coming down. They knew eggs wasn't coming down. They knew all that. But what they did find comfort with Trump on, Trump hates the same people they hate. So it's all because of Trump. So anyhow, so love y'all. Let me get off here. I done pissed somebody off. Well, fuck them. Who cares? See y'all.